Hello everybody, this is Hollywood Joe with Hollywood's World of Sports, and I'm going to talk to you tonight about a certain WWE superstar that's starting to get a major push in the WWE, and his name is Ryback. And Ryback has been around since about late April, early May. And I gotta tell you, a lot of people have been comparing him to Goldberg. And I'm here to kind of present the facts and, yes, offer up my opinion. I'd like to start off by saying that Ryback is better than Goldberg. And here's why. In 1997, Goldberg came on the scene in the WCW, cleaned house against everybody he faced. And July 7th, 1998, he defeated Hollywood Hogan in the Georgia Dome for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. And from there, Goldberg went on for several more months to beat people and eventually lost to Kevin Nash. And here's the biggest mistake WCW made with Goldberg. The match between him and Hogan had a build-up of all 4 days. They announced it on Thursday Night Thunder, and the match happened on Friday. And it killed him. It hurt him. They threw the opportunity away to make a lot of money, and it was probably one of the dumbest things WCW did at the time. Now, with Ryback right now, he's chasing CM Punk, and people don't know whether it's going to be John Cena or Ryback facing CM Punk at the next pay-per-view Hell in a Cell. But even if it is Cena, there's already going to be a Ryback CM Punk match that will happen eventually by the end of this year. But here's the thing. WWE is building slowly towards this match, because I think in their minds they see dollar signs. The same dollar signs that could have happened with Hogan and Goldberg. With my opinions being my opinions, I'll say this. Here's what should have happened. Goldberg should have won the World Heavyweight title a month earlier, or the pay-per-view before their Monday Night Show in the Georgia Dome. And he should have defeated Hollywood Hogan with maybe a month or two build up prior to that. And then they should have had their rematch at the Georgia Dome. And Hogan would have obviously lost in the Georgia Dome. Then at Starrcade, you could have had a third match with Hogan and Goldberg, and you could have had kind of the same outcome. Scott Hall, taser guns Goldberg, maybe Kevin Nash comes in and power bombs him, and Hollywood Hogan gets the victory, ending Goldberg's streak and whatnot. That's the way it should have went down. But no, WCW didn't think. They wanted quick ratings to beat WWE at the time. But in the end, they lost a lot of money and a lot of momentum because of it. And it really started to kind of kill the whole NWO thing with that situation. Don't get me wrong, I loved Goldberg's stuff back in the mid-90s or late 90s. Whatever you want to say about that era. But here's the thing. Ryback is going to be more successful for two reasons. Number one reason is that Ryback loves the business. Goldberg has stated on multiple times in multiple interviews that he did not love the business. He didn't love being in WCW, and he didn't love being in WWE. And that's a major thing. If you don't love the business, if you don't love pro wrestling, you limit yourself. You limit yourself to what you can do. Ryback, from interviews I've listened to before he became Ryback, loves pro wrestling. That's the number one reason. Number two is because Vince McMahon wants him to be big. And I'm sure a lot of people haven't thought about this, but I thought about this last night into this evening. In my mind, Vince McMahon is trying to prove a point and get back at Bill Goldberg and Brock Lesnar for what they did at WrestleMania 20. WrestleMania 20 was like labeled the biggest pay-per-view in WWE history because it was the 20th anniversary of WrestleMania. And Bill Goldberg and Brock Lesnar went out there and just totally had the worst match in WrestleMania history, all because they didn't care about the business anymore, all because they both knew they were leaving. And I think Ryback, and giving Ryback his push, is a way to tell guys like Goldberg, Lesnar, Batista, all these big gigantic guys who have left the WWE. And I think Vince is trying to say, you know what? If you stick with me through the good times and the bad, I'm going to make you money. And I'm going to make you famous. And I'm going to make you known worldwide. And, you know, say what you will about, you know, Bill Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, Batista. They were all good for WWE when they were there. But Ryback is long term. Ryback is maybe Vince's guy for the future. I don't know, but if you were to ask me who I think is better, Ryback hands down. Number one, because he loves the business. Number one, he's got your number two, he's got Vince's support. Vince is so high on Ryback, it's ridiculous. I mean, I think Ryback is awesome. You know, I can't. Some of the things he's done, I'm just like, wow. The only unfortunate thing about Ryback happening is that there probably are some guys that won't get pushed now because of Ryback. I think Ryback is what Vince McMahon has been looking for a very, very long time. And now that he's got a guy that's a machine, that's built like a rock, strong as hell, Vince is going to go with him. And, you know, I'll be curious to see what Ryback does the rest of 2012 into 2013, because it's not a matter of who's next. It's a matter of who Ryback's going to be fed to, and who's going to be Ryback's prey, as they would say. Because right now he's definitely the predator and definitely the hunter, as they would say. And all I got to say regarding the Brock Lesnar, Bill Goldberg debate, my final thoughts on this is, the hell with who's next. Feed me more. With that being said, this is Hollywood Joe with Hollywood's World of Sports. Remembering, controversy doesn't come without criticism. Thank you and have a great night.